Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here and welcome to episode 48 of In Focus Friday. So last week we had a look at the Shenyang Mint Tiger Medal, and it is one that split opinion, once again being a Chinese medal, it always is going to. But overwhelmingly I think a lot of people agreed that it's a very, very pretty medal. So if you haven't checked it out, please do go have a look. It's an interesting video, just in its own right, of splitting opinion, so go check it out. The link's in the description below. Thank you to everybody who voted last week. The Libertad was the clear winner again, with the sad old little Britannia and gold eagle not garnering very many votes. So what I've done is I've retired those coins, and there'll be some new interesting pieces for you to vote on at the end of this episode, so make sure you stick around to cast your votes for next week. So the Libertad, now this is very much by popular demand. It was a clear winner in the voting, and you can kind of understand why, because the Libertad is a really, really lovely coin. It's a very recognisable investment coin. It's a very collectible coin. You see a lot of people trying to collect sets of them, whether that be proof, bullion, or gold and silver. Smaller denominations they do up to sort of, I think, 40th ounce or 20th ounce certainly. But it's a really, really iconic coin, very collectible. A couple of little known facts about Mexico. Mexico is one of the world's largest silver producers. It's got very, very good, rich mineral deposits of silver and gold. So I think it's something like 20% of the world's silver mine production. So huge, huge silver history, and obviously you've got all of the, going back when the Spanish colonized South America and Central America. You've got all of the sort of the Aztec culture with the huge, huge gold and wealth that they found when they came over. So very, very good history. Now the design itself, we've got una onza plata pura, excuse my accent, that's as best as I can do, and you've got the winged Victoria sitting on top of the Independence column in Mexico City. Very, very cool design with two volcanoes in the background. I'm going to try and pronounce them. One of them is Popocatépetl and the other is Itzacuichi. I may have got those wrong, but that's what I've done in my research. So really, really cool design. It's very iconic. When I was putting together my top 10 video a couple of months ago, I tried very hard to get this in the top 10. I really do like these coins a lot. Now this particular one is a 2011, as you can see, and there's some interesting toning around the edges. This is just picked up as bullion basically from the Silver Forum, so it's really not that much of an importance to me whether it's in perfect nick or good condition. So there is a little bit of toning around the rim, which is kind of interesting and nice. So there you go. Now the back is just really cool as well, and that's what makes this coin very nice, because a lot of coins that you see, they'll have a really, really exquisite front, and then the reverse will be absolutely boring with the Queen's head or a head of state's head, and that's it. Whereas with here we've got the great sort of emblem of Mexico there with the eagle and the snake in its talon, which I understand to be quite a kind of almost like a religious throwback to the age of the sort of people of Tenochtitlan. So very, very interesting indeed. And then we've got all the way round, we've got sort of the different versions of the eagle holding the snake, and it's really exquisite, absolutely gorgeous, very, very pretty indeed. And that's one of the reasons I really love this coin, I think, because this side is great and it looks fantastic, but actually my favourite side is this. And a couple of weeks ago I got my hands on a 1 kilo version of a Libertad, which I sold quite quickly, and it had some really exquisite detail on it, so very, very cool indeed. Now there are issues around sort of availability of these, because some of the older mintages are very rare, certainly in the proof side of things. You've got some very key dates. I believe like 1999 is a very key date for the proof coins, with only 600 being minted or something like that. So some of them can be really, really valuable. They certainly hold premiums above spot generally. So it's very interesting as a coin, that it's garnered so much kind of history. It's very, very cool. So there you go, that's the Libertad. I hope you learnt something from that. Let me know your thoughts on the Libertad generally. If I've got any of that information wrong, or if I've left out some key facts, then please do correct me. Remember, I'm not an expert, I'm just a dude going off basically what I can find on Wikipedia, trying to bring you some cool coins. So there we go. Let me know your thoughts on the Libertad. Now, for next week, we have 3 new pieces, and this time they are bars. And we have here a Scottsdale silver bar, very cool looking with the lion's head on there. It's a different type of Scottsdale bar to this one. So that's a bit more of a plainer one, but it does have a really, really exquisite back. Now the other back is a Niue Island bar back, so quite interesting. And then the third bar is a Prospector bar, and these are all picked up off the Silver Forum. Very cool pieces in their own right. I really love the Prospector bar. I love the Prospector rounds, and this is my first Prospector in silver. I've got a couple of Prospector copper rounds, but not anything in silver. So there is the choices. So if you want the fancy Scottsdale, go for that one. If you want plain Scottsdale, vote for that one. And if you want Prospector, vote for that one. So between those two, if you go fancy and plain, fancy plain. So please make sure you vote for next week. If you haven't already, please put a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. That would be very helpful to share around on social media as well. If you've got any Twitter accounts and Instagram, please share around this video. That would be great. Otherwise, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little alarm bell, and then you'll get some updates on videos coming out for the rest of the week. Otherwise, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.